but I was stopped by my father-in-law physically, wherein he pushed me by touching on my chest inappropriately. A claim of 10 crores is made by her because I'm not able to satisfy that claim. This complaint is filed. Only thing that they ask in the legal notice is you're a rich man, you're the only son of your parents, therefore you're able to pay money.
He threw me on the bed, abused me, pulling my hair, holding my neck tight.
All right,
stating-
yes.
Not petition by the husband and in-laws. Second respondent.
Getting stage, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That vacating statement filed both by complainant and the.
State will file in everything, so don't have to worry about it. Yes.
Lord, we lived together for 18 months. Separation is in the year 2022. I filed a petition for divorce in the year 2024.
You're the husband, huh?
I'm the husband.
You also have got a stay?
Yes.
Husband is also stayed.
Your lordship, your lordship.
Wait. Get back. Yes.
My lord has passed the interim order. The reason for filing the complaint is.
19/11/24.
The reason for filing the complaint is in mediation, my husband has not settled the matter as per my liking, and therefore I'm forced to file a complaint. And before your lordship, the claim made was for 10 crores as alimony. Not may I furnish list of dates.
Yes, sir. Could you, sir?
Not 11/2/2020 is the date of marriage.
Iದೇನು trip to Maldives, trip to Goa ಎಲ್ಲ it shows that you are
Dowry allegation.
what dowry?
Dowry
Yes.
allegation.
ಆಮೇಲೆ
Your lordship
ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ
said
ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದ ಇದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು?
ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. Family court divorce petition.
ಎಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರೋ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸಿಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು?
ಇಲ್ಲ. No, 22/11, your lordship may come to page number 2. 22/11/2023 is a notice I issue to the respondent 1 year after separation, saying that we've lived together for less than 2 years, separation for more than a year already. Please let me know whether they're willing to join me in filing a petition for divorce by consent. To that they respond on 4/12/23, making allegations. Another notice on 15/12/23. Then on 20th of December, she comes to my house and creates a ruckus. My father files a complaint against her on the same date. Your lordship may kindly have a look at annexure N. She files a counter complaint on the same day. Police NCR LPT ಮಾಡಿ ಎರಡು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Then on 22nd of January 2024, I file a petition for divorce. She appears before the court. Matter is referred to mediation. Mediation fails. And 3 days before she is to file her statement of objections before the family court, a complaint is filed. Allegation is husband has assaulted me. Father-in-law has touched me inappropriately on 20th of December 2023 when I went to the house 1 year earlier. And mother-in-law also is a party to harassment. None of these allegations find mention either in the complaint filed on 20th of December 2023 or in the statement of objections filed before the family court. Therefore, my lord, while passing the interim order, has observed they have glorified certain incidents and filed this complaint.
ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ?
The law on this aspect, your lordship's latest judgment, lofty Kannada, how these 498 complaints are being misused and abused, and family members are being roped in. But the fact remains, petition for divorce is filed by me. She's not even claiming divorce before the court, but she said, I have been harassing her, my parents have been harassing her. The conduct note itself speaks louder than words. Not the citation, certain citation.
ಕೊಡಿ.
And may I take your lordship through the complaint? The allegations are as vague as they could be, omnibus allegations. See that paragraph? Complaint copy. No, complaint. Only one paragraph I've written in the complaint, Lord. Page number 46 at para 56. Thereafter, on 20th of December 2023, page 46. Thereafter, on 20th of December 2023, I went to the matrimonial home to take my belongings, but I was stopped by my father-in-law physically, wherein he pushed me by touching on my chest inappropriately. This complaint is filed in November 24. I immediately rushed to the JP Nagar police station, wherein the police suggested to sit and discuss with my husband and parents to see if it could be resolved. My husband and his parents informed us that they would revert and never reverted back. My husband proceeded to file a petition for divorce before the family court. Matter was referred to mediation, because of which I could not file the complaint for dowry harassment, hoping that issues would be sorted out in the mediation center. However, to my utter dismay, the mediation failed. This is the ground for filing a complaint. A claim of 10 crores is made by her because I'm not able to satisfy that claim. This complaint is filed. And Your Lordship will kindly see the response to the legal notice that I had issued earlier.
Any chance of settlement now?
I'm ready to settle the matter. My Lord. I've made.
There is, my lords, there is no settle. In fact, every 2 months, they say, we want to settle, we want to settle. And on the guise of settlement, all matters are pending. Not a single pie of maintenance I'm getting. I'm not working. And not a single, my friend may say I'm
You have-
making X,
No,
Y,
you have
Z.
filed, maintenance order is,
No, it's not, it's pending.
not
I have
filed at all?
No, I have filed.
it's not yet, not yet ordered.
I did, not
And
yet
how is
decided.
the mistake then?
No, that is pending. Ultimately, the court has to decide on maintenance. But I'm only saying that there is no settlement option possible now, because my only, even a maintenance or an alimony offer is not made by them. Then where is the question of settlement?
No, if you want to
How?
sit across and talk on terms,
Not possible. My
not
lord,
possible, we'll pass orders on merits, not a problem.
That is all we are seeking.
I have offered 50 lakhs. My offer stays. 1.5 years is all we stayed together.
So, if no settlement?
No.
All right, yes.
My Lord, their reply to the legal notice is only thing that they ask in the legal notice is, you're a rich man, you're the only son of your parents, therefore you're able to pay money. Pay me money. My Lord, page 101, my Lord. You own so many offices, so many properties, therefore pay money. That is the only claim, and she does not even ask for divorce. Page 101. Para 7, Mary. That you hail from a privileged background, born into affluence.
Paragraph?
Page 101.
101 I know.
Para
I've
7.
se- ಅದು ಹೇಳಿ.
That you hail from a privileged background, born into affluence, with ownership of a sprawling 5,000 square foot residence, a fleet of high-end cars, impressive collection of 8 to 9 luxury watches. You have been educated at Leeds University. United
All right,
Kingdom.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಓದ್ತೀವಿ?
ಅವ್ರು-
ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ ಅದ.
ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಿ.
ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಇನ್ವೆಂಟರಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ.
109.
Where is it?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. We will take action, criminal action against you ಅಂತ
ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
where is
But
demand for money ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ?
mediation ಅಲ್ಲಿ, in the complaint she says, in mediation I asked for settlement, they have not settled me, therefore I'm filing the complaint.
All right. You said money, so I wanted to see where was that. ಆಮೇಲೆ this complaint is closed.
The first complaint is on 20th of December 2013, filed by the second petitioner, the father first. Annexure N1,
By father.
by my father.
Where is it? Page.
I will take your lordship. Page. Number 110. ಅದು typed copies at page number 111. ದಿನಾಂಕ 20. ನಮ್ಮ complaint ಅಲ್ಲಿ
father's complaint, why?
She comes to the house on 20th of the, after I issued a legal notice to her, proposing mutual consent divorce, and she responds. 3 days later, she comes to the house and tries to enter the house. I prevent her and I go and file this complaint.
That is what date?
2012, 2023.
2023. What is the date of the impugned complaint?
November 2024. This complaint is filed on 12/11/2024.
What is the date of the alleged incident of
2012-23.
the father?
2012-23. Same date.
Oh, same.
And her complaint, she has filed a complaint also on 2012-23.
Which is
There's
that?
no allegation.
Where is
Page
that?
114. There is no allegation of me touching her chest or touching her inappropriately.
Where is that?
Page 116 is the complaint. A handwritten complaint is 115. Typed copies of
I
page
had gone
116.
to my matrimonial house. so and
At around
so.
8:40 AM to take my belongings from my matrimonial
Mental
home. I was
harassment.
pushed was denied entry to my room. So and so have used unparliamentary language.
I was pushed by so and so, was denied entry to my room. Yes.
I had to call my father for help and have come to the police station to complain. There is no allegation of this. The statement of objections filed before the family court to the divorce petition, she says there's no whisper that my father has touched her inappropriately. Page 18, my lord, of the page 18 of the memo. And these objections are filed in December 2024, after the complaint is filed, after the FIR is registered.
Where?
Page 18, page 18.
That's before the family court.
Before the family court.
What is the allegation against you there?
Against your husband, my lord.
Husband?
Against your husband, that he's been an abusive husband. But fifth line, incident on 2012-2023 is misrepresented. The respondent entered the matrimonial home with prior communication to collect her belongings, which she was entitled to. The allegation that she created a ruckus is false and misleading. Respondent acted lawfully and did not engage in any behavior to disturb the peace. The petitioner's father's complaint to the police was a retaliatory act designed to intimidate the respondent. The respondent's counter complaint was a legitimate action to address the harassment and mistreatment she faced. The respondent's actions were not driven by a desire to harass but to protect herself and assert her legal rights. The allegation that the petitioner's elderly parents are compelled to visit police stations due to respondent's actions is misleading. If the petitioner and his family's continued harassment and refusal to resolve matters amicably that have necessitated legal intervention. No, everywhere she says resolve. Resolution is money. Because I'm not willing to part with money, the kind of money that she's expecting me to pay her, she is not willing to back down. There is no
Yes,
allegation.
madam.
Yes. My lords, kindly see the impugned complaint at page 39. Now, I will just refer to those paras which, in fact, I'm only focusing on physical assault. There are all other allegations of verbal abuse and mental abuse also. I'm only focusing on physical abuse. Just to show that there was so many incidents of physical assault that were there. Now, my lords may kindly see page 43. May I just read out a few paras? Page 43, para 31. This is the complaint that has been based on which the FIR has been proceeded, and that is what is challenged, not the previous complaint.
No, who said that?
Yes. Now, my lords, kindly see page para 31.
That's not even his submission. This is the impugned complaint.
Yes, para 31, page 43. May I just read out? On 13/3/21, at his old house, I discovered so-and-so missing after taking a shower, suspecting his mother's involvement. This had happened before. And when I confronted Sneh, he physically assaulted me, leaving bruises. A neighbor intervened, expressing concern, and I had to downplay the situation due to the fear instilled by Sneh. During such fights, using my phone, blankets, and even the use of phone, blankets, even the bathroom was
husband's name is
restricted.
Sneh, is it?
Yes, husband's name
Sneh
is
is the
Sneh.
husband. Thereafter, this happened on 13/3/21, where I was assaulted. Thereafter, kindly see the next page, page 44, para 38 and 40. Para 38, on 17/4/21, Sneh's mother had the habit of lying and causing conflict between two of us, and this was not the first time she did this. Such events had happened earlier, and I decided to confront Sneh regarding the same. On confrontation, he resumed his violent behavior and physically hurt me, and also passed nasty comments and threatened to finish the marriage. And when he didn't have an escape, knowing he was wrong, he would induce fear in me and threaten to put my father behind bars. Then kindly see para 40 after just one para. On 26/6/21, it was my sister's wedding, first cousin at Hyderabad, and Sneh had come to attend the wedding. I expressed a desire to be as happy as a newlywed couple, and that sparred Sneh's anger and ego. He threw me on the bed, abused me, pulling my hair, holding my neck tight.
All right, yes.
Now, kindly see para 41 on 16/7/21. Again, there is an incident. We celebrated my mama's 50th birthday and a 2-day getaway to Yerkod around the 4th or 5th line.
That's husband.
Husband.
Yes. Later, when
In-laws.
No, I want to just show even the husband's physical assault.
No, not. What is there on the in-laws?
In-laws also the case of harassment is there. May I just, in fact, later when I went to sleep, the drunk Sneh appeared verbally abusing me, physically assaulting me, accusing my entire family, all of that. Thereafter, kindly see again at para 43. that there was again a matter where there was aggressive behavior from him of physical assault. Fine. This, my lords, goes on at several paras, 44. Then, in fact, continuously, all the allegations, even against the father-in-law, para 45 also. Para 45, in fact, from the beginning, I'm only raising this against the husband's assault because that is the most grievous. I will show the allegations against the mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Please do that.
Thereafter, yes, kindly see para 46. I went down and I thought that since it was Diwali and New Year, it would not be, my parents decided to take me home. I went down and thought that since it was Diwali and New Year, it would not be good to leave like this. And my in-laws promised me that they would sort this out and ask my parents to leave. And that was the biggest mistake. Sneh and my in-laws abused me throughout the evening, complaining about my father's financial status. I thought they were angry and they would cool down, but it did not happen. Sneh kept on abusing me in the room till about 1 a.m. And then he went to sleep. I could not sleep. I was in a state of panic because of all the physical abuse that I went through. I was abused multiple times that day, both physically and verbally. I noticed scars on my neck, on my back, and a clot under my eye. I was in extreme pain, distressed and tired and fearful. I called my mom at 5 in the morning. I cried to her in from so-and-so, not want, but he did. He abused me again, saying that I was creating a scene by calling my parents. He called his father and said, this girl is calling her parents again. And he said, why do you call them to create a scene? I don't like it when your father comes home. I was so distressed and I was asked to leave.
All right.
All
Yes.
of that.
All right.
Thereafter, all the allegations, even in fact against the parents, are there from the beginning. I will go on to read from the allegations from the beginning.
We'll
as to-
pass the order. We'll pass the
Yes.
order.
Now, my lords, may I just?
Yes.
I have not completed. Now, my lords, after this, these are the allegations clearly in the complaint. Now, my lords, for a moment, in fact, at para 56, at para 56, after I was thrown out from the matrimonial home, on the day that I went back to collect my belongings, there was a physical interaction with my father-in-law where he physically pushed me and didn't allow me to enter. That I have said at para 56. Now, my lords, kindly see my objections.
To what?
To the petition.
All right.
Because in my objections, I have produced also
What?
some WhatsApp chats where, in fact, the husband has in fact himself admitted that he has assaulted me.
All right. Husband died. Bere?
Yes. No, all of that.
Oh,
The reason I have produced, I will just point out the page numbers. Even if my lords don't want to go through all of that, I'll point out the page numbers in my objections, page 4 onwards. In fact, in my objections, he has continuously stated, please stop saying this. I'm sorry, I misbehaved with you. In fact, even the assault, the photos, the physical photos of the bruises are at page 17. Kindly see page 17 of my objections. Page 17 of my objections, where I sent him on the right-hand side of the page on 22nd December 21. There are photos of marks and I said it hurts and burns horribly. Then he says, I'm sorry. Kindly see the next page where at page 18, the chat continues. He says, I'm sorry. Then again, he says, I'm sorry. I said, my body is filled with scratch marks and all that, sincerely requesting you not to physically hurt me in your temper. Then again, he says, sorry. And then kindly see page 37. Page 37. Where at page 37 on 24th December 22, I have written to him, do you have any feelings before choking me, pulling my hair or calling me and my family whatnot? Then he says again, why I'm saying sorry, I want to improve, all of that. I'm just wondering whether my lords have found that. Yes.
I found everything.
Yes. Now the only allegation my lords asked, what about the parents? In fact, para 8, 9, 10 onwards, at page 41 of the complaint are all the allegations against the parents, mother-in-law, father-in-law. Page 41, para 8, 9, 10 onwards, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all those are allegations against the parents. Para 9. In fact, para 8 says my husband and in-laws were never satisfied with belongings. They always wanted a Range Rover and made demands for it. Para 9, my mother-in-law kept track of my menstrual cycle, insisting that I inform her the moment I got my period. She would pressure me, force me to get all of that. All of those allegations against me. Now, my lords, my submission is that the complaint clearly has allegations and against of violence, both mental, physical and verbal, against all three parties. When there are clear allegations of cruelty, which my lords, in fact, all my lords' judgments are clearly covering it. Supreme Court decisions, of course, I don't need to give, but my lords' decision in Manjunath, which of course my lords are well aware, I can just hand over a copy.
I have caused against the parents in that.
But that may be, it all depends on the facts of each case.
Yes.
It all depends on the facts of each case. In this case, the complaint clearly denotes allegations against all parties. And
Right.
therefore, my humble
Yes.
submission is that this petition needs to be dismissed and let the investigation continue.
Yes. Heard the petitioners accused 1, 2 and 3 stand before the doors of this court calling in question the registration of a crime in crime number
289.
289 of 2024 registered for offences punishable under so and so. FIR illide.
Annexure A1.
Page 49.
48.
49 so and so. Heard the learned counsel Arun Govindraj appearing for the petitioner and the learned senior counsel Srimati Jaina Kothari representing the complainant and the learned HCGP for the state. Facts in brief germane are as follows. The second respondent is the complainant, the wife of accused number 1, the first petitioner. The accused number 2 and 3 are the father-in-law and the mother-in-law of the second respondent complainant. The complainant and the petitioner get married on 11/12/2020 after having known each other for over 2 years. It transpires that the relationship between the two flounders and the respondent complainant is said to have left the matrimonial house in the month of October 2022. The complainant again wants to return back to the house to take her belongings, at which point in time it transpires that squabble erupts between the husband, the parents of the petitioner.
Sorry,
Husband irlala.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಜುಲೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು ಸಾಮಾನು.
ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು.
ಆಮೇಲೆ we issued a notice to her in November.
Wait. I'll come to all
A
that.
squabble happened later after the legal notice was issued.
I'll come to that.
Well.
Yes, so and so. The squabble appears to have erupted not once but on several occasions. The petitioner then issues a notice. ನೀವು divorce ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಯಾವತ್ತು?
22/11/2023.
The petitioner then causes a notice the complaint comes to be registered, but long thereafter, when the talks of mediation fail, the registration of the complaint leads to the registration of the FIR in crime number 289 of 2024. The registration of the crime is what has driven the petitioners to this court in the subject petition. The learned counsel Arun Govindraj appearing for the petitioner would vehemently contend on the dates or the events that have taken place. The relationship between the two turns sour, and after the relationship turning sour, it transpires. The learned counsel submits that the complainant voluntarily leaves the matrimonial house in the month of October 2022, returns back in July 2023, takes all the jewelry and clothes that are belonging to her. The petitioner then causes a legal notice. First petitioner then causes a legal notice on 22/11/2023, and on the return of the petitioner of the complainant on 20/12/2023, the squabble happens between the parents of the first petitioner and the complainant. Then the two complaints are registered both by the petitioner and against the petitioner, both of which are closed by the police. It is then, long thereafter, the first petitioner institutes MC 488 of 2024, and then parties are referred to mediation. Mediation fails and the impugned complaint springs. On all these grounds, the learned counsel submits that the proceedings against the petitioners must be obliterated. Per contra, the learned senior counsel would take this court through the complaint registered to demonstrate that there is violence by the husband, and the offences alleged are horrendous. The learned counsel would further take this court, the senior counsel would further take this court through the photographs appended to the statement of objections to demonstrate the nature of violence meted out by the husband against the complainant. Insofar as the petition, the father-in-law or the mother-in-law is concerned, a few paragraphs are read in the complaint with regard to harassment of the mother-in-law or the father-in-law, particularly of the father-in-law from the complaint that he has inappropriately touched the complainant, and therefore the proceedings must continue, investigation must ensue, petition must be dismissed, is the submission of the learned senior counsel. I have given my anxious consideration so on. The four narrated facts, a link in the chain of events, the dates are all a matter of record. They would not require any iteration. The relationship between the two began with marriage on 11/12/2020. It flounders after 18 months, and in the month of October 2022, it transpires that the wife leaves the matrimonial house. These are matters. These are what are averred in the petition. What happens thereafter forms the aftermath of the entire list before this court. In July 2023, it transpires that the wife takes all her belongings from the matrimonial house, and then the proceedings with regard to divorce or otherwise would commence. The complaint for the first time comes to be registered on 12/11/2024. Since the entire fulcrum of the list revolves around the complaint, I deem it appropriate to notice the same. The 39 to 47. The complaint becomes a crime in crime number 289 of 2024 for the aforequoted offences. The issue now would be whether the complaint needs to be interdicted or obliterated at this stage of the proceedings, or investigation must be permitted to be continued. A perusal at the complaint would undoubtedly indicate certain acts of cruelty against the husband. The husband undoubtedly has, husband prima facie has inflicted certain injuries also on the wife, which the photographs would demonstrate, since they would demonstrate, albeit prima facie. Therefore, the proceedings against the husband, notwithstanding the vehement contention of the learned counsel Arun Govindraj, that all these proceedings have sprung only after the notice being issued or the matrimonial case being filed and the mediation failed in the matrimonial case. Be that as it may, the investigation in such cases where there is cruelty, where there is cruelty on the part of the husband against the wife cannot be interdicted. Therefore, the petition insofar as the husband, accused number 1, fails. Insofar as the accused number 2 and 3 are concerned, the father-in-law is alleged to have touched the complainant inappropriately. This is said to have happened on 20/12/2023. Both the father-in-law and the daughter-in-law register complaints on the said date. The complaint registered by the father-in-law against the daughter-in-law reads as follows, page 111. The complaint registered by the daughter-in-law against the parents or the father-in-law reads as follows, page 114. The complaint nowhere indicates that the father-in-law had pushed the daughter-in-law by touching her inappropriately, while it is alleged that he has pushed but not inappropriately. This may have happened, or this may have happened, there may have happened, but that would not meet the ingredients of the offences that are alleged against the father-in-law, which are for offence under 498A, 323 or 354 or 354, which deals with the outraging of the modesty of a woman, more than what is alleged ought to have been present at the outset. If the complainant had suffered such ingredients of outrage of the modesty on 2012-2023, nothing stopped her from complaining immediately, but against the father-in-law in particular, but complains only on 12/11/2024. Therefore, this glorified embellishment cannot be glorified embellishment by the daughter-in-law against the father-in-law cannot be would not mean that the investigation must be permitted to be continued. The same goes with the mother-in-law, where there are several paragraphs dedicated which only bring in a sprinkling allegation of the ingredients of the offense under section 498A, permitting further investigation into the acts of the mother-in-law and father-in-law would undoubtedly become an abuse of the process of the law and result in miscarriage of justice. Jurisprudence is replete with the apex court time and again directing that the courts must be wary of the fact of the daughter-in-law drawing the parents-in-law into the web of proceedings without any rhyme or reason. I find the observations of the apex court apt in the case at hand. In that light, the petition, for the aforesaid reasons, the following order. The petition insofar as the husband is concerned stands rejected. The petition insofar as the mother-in-law and father-in-law is concerned is allowed. The FIR insofar as the accused number 2 and 3 stands quashed.